Think back to the first time you were the new kid, maybe on your first day at a big school or summer camp. You probably remember that shaky feeling in your legs and the butterflies fluttering in your stomach. That's how Robin feels, standing in the chilly rain, staring up at a massive square house that looks more like a fortress than a home. He's carrying a letter from someone named Mr. David, but as he looks at all those dark windows, he has no idea if he's actually going to be allowed to stay. Robin is exhausted, and his clothes are ragged. They're thin, full of patches, and offer almost no protection against the damp cold. A man at the gate gives him a pleasant smile and tells him to go on up to the house, providing the first tiny hint that this place might be friendlier than it looks. But even with a kind word, taking those final steps toward a door you've never entered is often the most difficult part of any journey. Robin gives the heavy bronze door knocker a timid little tap. A smiling maid opens the door, and suddenly a wave of warm light and the sound of laughing voices spills out into the rainy night. Inside, the house is absolutely buzzing. There are boys everywhere, lounging on the steps or chatting in groups. While some are noisy, others, like Rayhan, are perfectly happy just sitting on the stairs with a book and house pets. The hallway is swarming with activity. It's a busy, constant motion that makes the house feel alive. One boy, Nick, flies down the banister at full speed. He crashes at the bottom, but just winks and pops back up. Through all the noise, Robin starts to notice the smells. The scent of fresh toast, pitchers of milk, and piles of sweet gingerbread waiting on a long supper table. For a hungry boy who has been out in the rain, those smells are tantalizing. It's almost impossible to look away from the dining room. A little girl named Ruhi sees Robin standing there and simply takes his hand. Without a single worry, she starts leading him deeper into the house. Robin quickly sees that this isn't a house of strict silence and rigid rules. It's a space where different kids, from the loudest to the quietest, all seem to have their own spot. Ruhi leads Robin into a back parlor, where they find Aunt Malty and Father Bear. Father Bear is right in the middle of a playful wrestling match on the sofa with two little boys. The moment they see Robin, the wrestling stops. Both adults focus entirely on the nervous, shivering boy who just walked in. Mother Bear's eyes soften immediately. She reaches out and draws Robin closer, looking at his worn-out clothes with a kind, motherly expression. Father Bear welcomes him in a booming, friendly voice, calling him son and pointing him toward a low chair right by the fire. Mother Bear doesn't waste a second. She starts hurrying around to get his wet shoes off and find him a pair of dry socks and warm slippers. Soon, Robin is tucked into a cozy chair by the blazing hearth. He's wearing a pair of Nick's oversized slippers, and for the first time all day, he's warm. As he holds his hands toward the fire and lets out a long, happy sigh, Robin realizes he doesn't want to run away at all. The bears gave Robin a place to sit and dry socks, but the most important thing they offered was a simple, warm welcome. That kindness is the magic ingredient that turns a scary, unfamiliar building into a place that feels like home.